I'm Erica Muller, and I'm here today with the Toyota Sequoia. This is the 2023, and I am going to talk about this with you at A Girl's Guide to Cars. So join us for a quick look around at some of our favorite features. I want to start first with this new grille and these headlights. This is really taking some design cues from the new Toyota Tundra, which was released last year. And I believe the grille takes a lot from the Tacoma and the 4Runner. The grille is not quite as big, bold, and crazy as the Tundra's grille. And I think I really like it a lot better. And then as well as the LED headlights are standard on every trim, but the capstone trim, and I believe available on the Limited, are the really nice LED headlights that have like the sequential turn signals and all of that. But I think it's just a really good looking vehicle. We'll take a look around here in just a few minutes, but this is a TRD Pro. So you'll see it does have the larger wheels with the big all-terrain tires on it and the TRD badging on the side. You also have rock rails instead of running boards, and there's a couple other things on the inside that are different as well. So let's take a look around. Here on the back of the new Sequoia, you can see that the word Sequoia is spelled out. We're seeing this a lot with the nameplates on vehicles being quite large and in charge. We're actually announcing what we're driving these days instead of the little bitty nameplate on the corner. So I do like that about the Sequoia. You see you've got dual exhaust down here, and we have a power lift gate, and I want to show you a couple of things about the inside of this one that's really awesome. Welcome to the interior of the 2023 Toyota Sequoia. This is the TRD Pro version that I'm driving, and you will see in here the red interior is something only available on the TRD Pro. Now, not every TRD Pro comes with this. I drove an Inferno orange one earlier that had a black interior that was very sharp, but some of them can have this red interior, and there's a couple of things that are very unique about that, and that includes this kind of camo look in the seat as well as the badging. And then there is quite a bit of badging in other places as well. Another feature for the TRD Pro would be this beautiful Toyota badge here. The badging on the floor mats, you might be able to see those better on my side. Here we go, no sunlight there. You get these metal pedals, which is super cool. Of course, it doesn't make the car go any faster, but it really does feel cool to have that. And the red line on the steering wheel, the centering line for, you know, if you go off-road racing or something, real fun like that. So, and one of the big things that is new for this Sequoia is this huge infotainment screen, and it is beautiful. It works very well. This is Toyota's new entertainment system or infotainment system, and it's very smooth, it's very fast, and I think we'll see it coming in a lot of their vehicles soon. It's available already in the Tundra as well. The wireless charging has been great. I've been using it to charge my phone every time I hop in, and I love it. It'll even charge my phone with the case on, which is impressive. Because this is the TRD Pro, you get both heated and ventilated seats in the front. The capstone, which is the other more luxurious version, also has them in the back seat in the second row. You can get heated and ventilated. I believe the Limited allows you to get heated in the back seat, but not air conditioned. In Texas, the air condition is a must. So one of the things I love about Toyota is you always have everything you need right at your fingertips on the steering wheel and right on the column, so you really don't have to do a lot of looking away. There is a full digital dash in this one, another great feature. And then I want to talk about this console, because this center console is amazing. There's a little space here, which is great for your key fob, honestly. And then here's a little small spot. I like this for, like, oh, I don't know, your French fries or your food that you got, you know, when you stopped at the drive-thru. And then that will slide back and you can get into here without opening the whole thing. You can just access something really quick, or you can press the button and open the whole big, huge console where you can fit your backpack or your diaper bag or your purse or whatever you've got going on. And there's extra charging in here as well. So that's nice, but then each person has their own armrest. There's no more like, oh, well, your arm's in my way. You have your own armrest, and they're very comfortable. And cup holders, really big cup holders, which is great. And probably my favorite feature, this armrest on the window. Everybody should have an armrest on their window like this. This is the back seat of the Sequoia. Now this is the TRD Pro with the red interior, so it's pretty bright and fantastic, but I wanted to show you legroom because a couple of things have changed. The second row seats, in this case the bucket seats, do not slide forwards and backward. They are stationary. But as you can see, that seat in front of it is all the way back and there's still a pretty good amount of legroom there. What has changed is that this third row seat now slides forward and backward using that little handle right there. They will slide forward about 4 or 5 inches. And that, of course, drastically reduces the legroom. So only a child probably could sit back there and put their legs down. But it increases the space behind the seat. So let's go ahead and pull that forward. And then you can see, like, there's almost no legroom if it's all the way forward. But it would work for someone in a car seat or for a little kid. So then those slide back and forth pretty easily. So we like that. And the third row does have charging and plenty of cup holders. You also get the window shades that pull up straight from here to there. And those are really great for kids. So I love that. And you have those here as well. They're just built right in and they just pull up like that, just like you see in some vans and stuff, but now they've got them in here. And I love the way that they're just flat in there and you can still use this nice armrest here on the window. This is the dual zone AC. This one does not have heated and ventilated seats in the back, but again, plenty of charging, including the USB-C 3 and a household outlet. Pretty cool. And then this is me. I am 5'6" and I was driving, so as you can see, it's pushed forward a little bit, but I have tons of legroom. If I hop over here to the seat that's pushed back all the way, I still have plenty of legroom. So I think even a tall adult could sit back here, especially with the way these seats are curved. They would have plenty of room for their knees. So pretty awesome. Let's talk about car seats. We all know it can be difficult in some vehicles to get your car seats buckled in, but here you can see these hooks are actually exposed, which makes it really easy for a latch car seat to be installed. And then on the backs of all of the seats, you have the one for the tether that comes over the top. There's a hook back here. So you can do those here in these rows. And then back here, you do not have the latch in the third row for rear facing seats, but you do have the tether hooks on the backs of those. So your bigger kids who are forward facing but still in car seats could sit in the third row without a problem. So something to note about this Sequoia is that it comes in 5 different trim levels. You can get an SR5, which is the base, then you have the Limited, Platinum, TRD Pro, and Capstone. And the SR5 starts at $58,300, okay? And that's for a 2-wheel drive SR5. The top of the line, Capstone 4-wheel drive, is $78,300. So everything else is in between there, and your cost is gonna change depending on whether you get a 2-wheel drive or a 4-wheel drive, and then which of the trim levels you choose. And then there are some options that are only available on certain trim levels. For example, leather seats are only available on Platinum and above. Other than that, you're gonna get, a leather-like material. So there are just certain things like that, the heated and ventilated seats that are only available on a couple, but I have been impressed with every one of the interiors so far. Even the SR5 felt very comfortable to me, and there wasn't anything that I disliked about it or I was like, oh, I have to have leather. They did a really good job with the materials on all of these vehicles. So I think no matter which trim you get, as long as the vehicle is a good fit for your family, you're really going to be happy with your interior. I think what stands out to me the most about this beautiful new Sequoia is just how masculine it is. A lot of the newer family style SUVs are very rounded, or they've actually kind of shrunk and more mom car looking, and this just has a really aggressive, really chiseled look to it that I love. And so this is probably going to be one of my favorite large SUVs. I do wish there was a little bit more cargo space in the behind the third row, but you know, it's not quite as big as maybe a Suburban or Yukon XL or something like that. But the other thing is the fuel economy. You know, this is getting better. It's a hybrid engine, and it's not amazing, but it is definitely getting better. So if you've driven a Sequoia before, you definitely should check out the new one, because I think that you'll be impressed by the increase in the fuel economy, the new styling, which is absolutely beautiful, and all the great technology that Toyota has put into this car.